Lisa Rinna has brought the drama from the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills to Lifetime. She plays a character described as someone who is truly insane in her upcoming film, Mommy Meanest. Furthermore, she is making her first appearance alongside her daughter, Delilah Hamlin. Can you tell me what the Melrose Place alumna has to say about her time on the show and working alongside her daughter? How was Lisa Rinna able to get the role of Mommy Meanest on Lifetime? The role of the lead actress is played by Lisa Rinna in the Mommy Meanest Lifetime thriller. What led her to land such a frightening part in this production? TV Insider recently had the opportunity to speak with Rinna about her latest venture. Following her completion of The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, she was then asked to a breakfast hosted by Lifetime. This is what she disclosed. Despite the delay caused by the strike, fate intervened at that point. We were discussing what I wanted to do, and I mentioned that I would really enjoy playing Ellie, a killer or someone who is really mad. We began speaking with each other and taking a look at various proposals. Then the strike took place. After that, they approached me with this suggestion. I enjoyed this since it is based on a real-life incident, and this woman is in a state of extreme psychological distress and instability. Madeline Rinna, a lady who watches her daughter Mia, played by Brianna Skye, start to become more mature without her, is the subject of the narrative Mommy Meanest. Mia is preparing to go to college, and she has also recently started seeing a wonderful boyfriend. This translates to fewer moments spent with her mother. On the other hand, cyberbullying ends up turning Mia's life upside down. This is the shocking part. This is not an online troll or someone from school. Her mother is the bully herself. Lisa Rinna discovered that delving into this persona was interesting to research because the inspiration for this character came from real-life situations. However, she had one significant obstacle. She was wary of going to extremes by making her over-the-top crazy. At some point during the performance, Lisa would like to demonstrate that this mother believes she is doing what is best for her daughter. Regarding collaborating with her daughter, Delilah Hamlin, what does Lisa Rinna have to say? On the subject of daughters, Lisa's own daughter, Delilah Hamlin, also features in this latest film produced by the Lifetime Network. She portrays Summer, who is Mia's companion. Regarding the comments that Lisa Rinna has made regarding working with Delilah, she has revealed a few details. First of all, she argues that a natural is what Delilah is. Second, this proud mother said that although Delilah, who is 25 years old, and her other daughter Amelia, who is 22 years old, promised that they would never go into acting, she always felt it was such a shame. She then said, when she was young, Delilah would put on shows that were so funny that it feels appropriate and right that she is following in her and her husband Harry Hamlin's footsteps. When will Lifetime's Mommy Meanest premiere? On Saturday, May 11, at 8:00 p.m. Eastern, the Lifetime Network will air the premiere of Mommy Meanest, which stars Lisa Rinna and Delilah Hamlin. In addition, the Mommy Meanest television special will be accessible for streaming on the Lifetime app the following day. Lisa Rinna has built a career out of being bold, fearless, and just a little unpredictable. From her soap opera days on Days of Our Lives to her iconic run on The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, Rinna has never shied away from drama. Now, the actress and reality TV personality is channeling that same fearless energy into her latest project, the Lifetime thriller Mommy Meanest. The title alone hints at the kind of deliciously twisted story Lifetime is famous for: suburban secrets, dangerous obsessions, and a woman whose charm masks something far darker. But what makes Mommy Meanest even more compelling is Rinna's confession. She's always wanted to play somebody really crazy. And with this role, she finally got her wish. A Lifetime villain in the making. Lifetime movies thrive on extremes: saintly daughters, obsessive mothers, cheating husbands, scheming neighbors. For years, viewers have devoured stories about toxic family dynamics. but few characters strike a chord quite like the manipulative mom. Rinna steps into this trope with relish. In Mommy Meanest, she plays a wealthy, image-obsessed woman whose relationship with her teenage daughter starts as overprotective and quickly spirals into sinister control. On the surface, she's glamorous, polished, and perfect, the kind of mother who posts flawless family photos on Instagram while keeping a glass of rosé just out of frame. But behind closed doors, she's ruthless, jealous, and utterly unhinged. For Rinna, it's the kind of juicy role that feels almost tailor-made. I've spent years playing heightened versions of myself on reality TV, she joked in a recent press call. But this is a chance to really go there, to play somebody who's not just messy but truly dangerous. Why Lisa Rinna is perfect for Mommy Meanest. Rinna has always had an edge. Even in her soap opera years, she gravitated toward characters who weren't afraid to make bold moves. As Taylor McBride on Melrose Place, she exuded a mix of charm and menace that left fans equal parts fascinated and furious. On Rhobh, her quick tongue and penchant for stirring the pot earned her both praise and backlash. That mix of charisma and volatility is exactly what makes her a natural fit for Lifetime. Viewers love a villain they can't look away from, someone whose outrageous behavior is both horrifying and oddly relatable. Rinna understands that sweet spot better than most. She doesn't just play crazy, one Lifetime executive reportedly said during early screenings. She plays the kind of crazy you might actually meet at the PTA meeting. That's what makes it scary. A role she's been waiting for. For Rinna, the chance to lean fully into madness was long overdue. In interviews, she's been candid about the fact that Hollywood often boxed her into certain roles: glamorous women, spicy wives, sassy side characters. But deep down, she wanted something more layered, more unhinged. "I've always thought it would be fun to lose control on screen," she admitted. "I've done polished, I've done snarky. But to play a woman who's unraveling, who's dangerous in ways you don't expect, that's exciting." Her performance in Mommy Meanest reportedly swings between icy calculation and explosive outbursts. One minute, she's a picture-perfect suburban mother smiling at a bake sale. The next, she's gaslighting her daughter, sabotaging friendships, or spiraling into paranoid rants. It's a balancing act, and one that Rinna seems to pull off with relish. Art imitates life. Of course, some fans can't resist pointing out the parallels between Rinna's real-life reputation and her Lifetime alter ego. On Rhobh, she was often painted as manipulative, stirring drama, and then playing innocent. Her famous "Own it, baby" catchphrase became both a rallying cry and a critique. So when word spread that she'd be starring in Mommy Meanest as an overbearing, scheming mother, social media exploded. Memes compared her Lifetime character to her Housewives persona, with captions like, "Lisa Rinna didn't have to stretch much for this role." But Rinna seems unfazed. In fact, she embraces the comparison. "Listen, I know people think I'm wild," she laughed. "But the truth is, I've always been fascinated by characters who push limits. If people see a little of my reality TV self in this character, fine. But I promise, this mom takes things way further than I ever would." The legacy of Lifetime villainesses. Rinna's casting in Mommy Meanest places her in a long tradition of actresses who found new life in Lifetime's wild world of thrillers. The network has a knack for taking familiar faces and giving them outrageous new personas, often darker, stranger, and more unhinged than anything they've done before. Think of Tori Spelling in Mother, May I Sleep with Danger, or Meredith Baxter in A Woman Scorned, the Betty Broderick story. These films let actresses break free from typecasting and embrace roles that audiences couldn't stop talking about. Rinna's Mommy Meanest seems poised to join that pantheon. Why viewers can't resist. What makes a movie like Mommy Meanest so irresistible is that it plays on everyday anxieties. Who hasn't worried about an overprotective parent? Who hasn't felt suffocated by someone who seems to want control over every detail of their life? By exaggerating those fears, Lifetime movies tap into universal experiences while adding a dose of campy entertainment. Watching Rinna unravel on screen is cathartic. Viewers can gasp, laugh, and cringe, all while feeling relieved that this meanest mommy isn't in their own neighborhood. Plus, there's the undeniable thrill of watching a beloved celebrity go full villain. For fans who have followed Rinna's career for decades, this performance feels like a victory lap, a chance for her to flex muscles that reality TV didn't always allow. The future of Lisa Rinna on Lifetime. If early buzz is any indication, Mommy Meanest could be the start of a new chapter for Rinna. Lifetime has a history of building long-term partnerships with stars who shine in their thrillers. And Rinna, with her mix of glam, grit, and unpredictability, seems tailor-made for more outrageous roles. "I'd love to keep doing this," she said. "There's something so freeing about playing characters who go to extremes. Reality TV gave me one kind of outlet, but this is acting. This is transformation. And honestly, it's fun as hell." Final thoughts. With Mommy Meanest, Lisa Rinna finally fulfills her wish to play somebody really crazy. And she doesn't just play the role, she owns it. From her chilling one-liners to her full-throttle breakdowns, Rinna proves she's more than a reality star. She's a performer who thrives in chaos. Lifetime fans will tune in for the drama, the suspense, and the inevitable twist ending. But they'll stay glued to the screen for Rinna, an actress who understands that sometimes the meanest mommy makes for the most unforgettable TV.